Greetings and salutations, group. Good morning. This is Little Falcon. I apologize earlier. My YouTube somehow was simultaneously playing, and I couldn't even hear it on here at the same time. So I realized that as I looked at my thing, and I was like, "There's music playing. How come?" So I just had to erase it because there's immediate copyright infringements. I was like, "Oh, that was weird." So I apologize. That was just some of my playlists playing and I didn't even know. So I appreciate you guys. So hello there, Caitlin and Jamie. You're my first shout out of the morning. I appreciate your patience, you guys, as I get this going. Caitlin, I will definitely be speaking to you, okay? So don't worry, I did see your last comment you had made to me prior to this in private. We will get down to your situation. Don't worry. I hope you have a little time. We are going to start this session off today with a good smudge. I ask the universe, the great spirit, to cleanse me, to cleanse you. We're going to have a nice, happy little morning and conversation together. Today's mug is brought to you by You Are Magical, which is you guys. You are magical. You are what makes this group amazing. Once again, a big hello to everyone. And if you're catching this later, know that I will be back again tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central for another one of our little get-togethers. I do have a VIP list out for that. So if you're interested in a full, like a real mini reading tomorrow, meet me at 7 p.m. Central. Right now, the smudge is super smudging. There's a lot of residue from everything for all of us to let go, obviously. A huge hello to Whitney. It's good to see you here. I'm going to be doing free readings, but right now this is our coffee talk. We're going to get into how everybody's day is doing, but I have a schedule to talk about. Today's topic is Reader's Rules, and it's empath guidance as well. I will do a continuation of this particular topic on Thursday. It'll be Reader's Rules Part 2. I'll do multiple installations of this, but I've had a lot of people express, how do I do this? And then some guidance on empaths, and this is all hand in hand. So we're going to start today off with our smudge. I'm starting my little hellos. If you guys have a topic you want to bring up, go right ahead. I wanted to let everybody know I am doing well. Thank you for asking. My life has been completely rearranged. I'm an empty nester now. I have no children around anywhere. It will allow me to spend so much more time with you and travel. So everything I've been doing has been speeded up a bit. So I've also been dealing with a lot of chaos. So recently that's died away, and now we're completely on this one level with what we're doing here with Little Falcon Tarot and Supernatural Visions, is we're taking to this another level finally. So it's been an amazing journey. Like I said, if you guys are watching this on the replay, I'll be back Wednesday, and then I'll be back Saturday night and during the day at noon. We're going to do new moon manifesting. Another topic today we're going to talk about is what you want to manifest for the new moon. So if you guys go in and out, that's fine. I understand. I'm going to be doing free readings as well. Caitlin is first here on my list. Anyone else, please do let me know. The whole thing about everything we're doing here is it's about healing, it's about our group, and it's about us coming together, having a safe space. So if you're sharing this group with people, know that we're empaths, healers, caregivers. Some of us give readings. Some of us just love this stuff. Some of us just want readings. Some of us enjoy the vibe. I'm so excited to have you guys here. We're going to start doing basically weekend parties where I give away prizes. Okay, it'll be fun. Everyone's going to be eligible for prizes as they enter, but we're going to do some star participation things because I'm enabled with stars. It's going to start off small, 99 stars, or it's like 99 cents, and you get in the prize drawing, and at the end I will pull a couple names, or one if it's a bigger prize, a prize just for simply being here, participating, or for buying a small donation of stars. So that stuff's coming up too, and I want to share everything I can with you guys about the process of my travels, where we're going to go and have live free readings in some fabulous places. So that is coming, you guys. This has just been the precursor, and I'm throwing you guys some reels of what I'm doing, getting myself geared up. So with that being said, let's jump into today's topic. I'll then reveal a quick schedule thing and we'll start with the readings. Don't be afraid to say hi, guys, to let me know you want a reading. Hi, Jennifer. We're going to, Jamie wants a reading. We're going to go for a little while today. Be aware that usually I take a break, at least one during the halfway point, and anticipate me doing this, like I said, pretty much every weekday for sure, and having a weekend event at least one. So with that, let's get moving. Oh, Whitney, I see you as well. Well, I hope everybody is doing well today. Like I said, I've been going through a lot of changes. I'm physically feeling good, emotionally feeling good. Everything is opening up for us, which has been such a dream of mine. And so finally we're getting to do this. So let me know how you're doing, and let me know if you want a reading. And like I said, I do see you, Whitney. You are number 3 here on our list. Hey there, Catherine. Good morning. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining us again. Since some of you guys have just shown up, today's mug is "You Are Magical," which is true. You guys are magical. You guys are what make this group magical. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Good morning. Hello there. Yes, I am Little Falcon. Nice to meet you. Aloha. All right, guys. So we're going to get into our topical really quick. We'll do our scheduling and get our readings going. You love coffee too, Caitlin? Yes, I can't live without it, you guys. So first of all, I've been doing readings, and we're going to jump right into this. And this won't be the major theme the whole time, guys. But I've been doing readings since I was 15. So to put a little perspective for you guys, now I'm 48, and it is a generational gift that was passed down to me. Now, my grandmother didn't use cards, and she went about this wholly different, and now this is maternal grandmother. And my auntie, she used cards but didn't need them, as well as I don't need the cards, but I love them. I was raised to use divination tools. It enhances what I do. I'm given messages, though, in so many ways. So I encourage you right at the gate, if you're a reader or if you're an empath, these things can help you as well. Because this first little thing I'm going to talk to you guys about, the Reader's Rules, part 1, is so simple and so basic, but it makes a lot of sense, and it gives you an idea of what I do and how I run things, okay? Oh no, I drink coffee with, of course, creamer and like sugar. And I'm out of creamer right now, so I couldn't use creamer. So there'll be milk and sugar. No. No, sorry. I no. So let's get into this, you guys. It's a short list. First of all, when you're a reader or an empath, you have to resist, and this is what we should all do. And I'm not giving you guys rules per se, you got to follow, but these are suggestions, okay? It's to not judge people. When I'm doing this, you guys, I am not judging, and this is a huge rule. You can't walk in someone else's shoes. Now, I'm not saying that you can't make a determination about behavior, and there are right and wrongs, and things that are bad. And it's more like the idea that you are observing behaviors. And in order to do this, you become a bit more detached. So as empaths or readers, or if you feel things a lot, it kind of means that you have to learn to look past your emotions, not completely disregarding them, you guys. But these rules are important for you to understand, because the temptation to help people in certain ways, say certain things, and do things a certain way is there. So as we approach this, we don't judge. And we try to detach ourselves a little bit from the emotions, which of course are guiding us, but understand they're there to signal things for us, not to completely, cloud all of our vision. Hi there, Andrew. Yes, everything is good. We're walking through the Reader's Rules right now. First was to do not judge, and the whole idea of not getting extremely emotionally attached at that moment, and understanding and observing our thoughts and emotions while we're doing this. Being an empath is the same thing. Okay, so really the big goal is do not harm. So when I'm giving a reading, my goal is to never hurt people, but at times you're having to be blunt with them and direct. So in this regard, bluntness and directness needs to be dealt with in a delicate way. I've tried to honed this over the years. And to go back to my introduction, I started doing this at age 15, but prior to that, I've always seen ghosts, had messages. Everyone has always come to me, and that's okay because I've been there wanting to help and listening. I've suffered a lot in my life, and therefore I can also understand suffering and the way my body and soul has taken it. It helps me with you. So that being said, you do try to apply yourself to being an empath and a reader, and it is to help people. But it is to not make them feel as if you're better or you're comparing because you're not. But it is to humanize you because you are human, because the messages coming through you are divine. They're from another energy. And I feel as if you're being given this in a way that is hard for human beings to deal with. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. And when you think about that and you put it in perspective, it starts to reframe everything. So I'm like, okay, these so apply to everything we're doing here as a reader, and for you guys also as empaths, caregivers, and just a human being. So do no harm, do no harm. Now, don't participate in revenge. People will come to you and they will have revenge-based questions, and that's a big no-no. And the reason why is revenge is not a healthy thing. If you're choosing that path, you have to encourage them to phrase things a certain way. So you can ask instead, is someone going to be successful, this person that I've had this thing about? But to ask me about revenge, to expect me to do something even spell-oriented that would cause harm to another person, big no-no. So guys, I was taught these by readers who've been doing this for a generation, and we kind of have a code, and everyone's is different, and this is just a suggestion, but I feel very strongly about doing no harm. I feel very strongly about the very next one I'm going to talk about too. I want to say hi really quick to Joanne, and yes, I'm going to have you down on here on my list. I will be taking a break halfway through. Make sure to keep checking in and out. I'll be still talking for a little bit. The readings portion is coming. So just keep an eye out. Thank you for your patience once again. If I have missed you, let me know. And cocoa powder on top does sound divine. Thank you very much for the suggestion. So getting back to one, I believe, a huge important tenet, and I will tell you guys a story how I had to learn this. And understand, we will make mistakes. We are human. We are meant to have experiences that teach us, and things are new to us, because as much as we have come from the past, meaning, you may very well be a soul that's reincarnated, we are meant to learn in this life. So do not predict people's deaths. Okay, guys? Big one right there. Big, huge one. Huge one. Talking about health is a bit of a taboo if you're not. You have to be careful. So I do health. I do health topics, but I'm very particular. I always encourage either holistic healers being involved or a physician. I only feel what I feel, and I'm not ever trying to, though, predict death. So when I was a younger woman and I was just becoming aware of who I was, I made that error a couple of times. Well, one time, okay? And I knew right after it escaped my mouth, even though I didn't know the reader's rules, I knew I shouldn't have done it. And yes, I vaguely knew the reader's rules, so I didn't really professionally read until I was about, I want to say, Tristan was little. So about 26, 27 years old, I became a professional reader online. I started at Keen.com, if you've ever heard of it, Keen. And they've been around for over 20 years. And let me tell you, they were what has made me be able to do this, because it was it was the ground floor of this whole industry, the way it is. Anyway, I made the mistake of telling a gentleman in person, I was 20 years old, didn't know anything, that he was going to die in 30 days within the next month if he didn't change his behaviors, because I felt it. I saw the mask of death on his face, and I knew he was going to die. I could feel it in my whole soul, and I had never felt so compelled ever in my life. And I used to be shy, you guys, and it burst out of me, and everyone's jaw dropped to the floor, and it's like, yeah, I know whatever you're doing, you need to stop. So guys, within about 3 weeks, this man was dead. He died. He had basically killed himself due to the substances he was imbibing. I was not aware of his drug use, but I could sense and smell and feel these things because from a young child, I could smell death. I could see all those things. So, you guys, if you've grown up really sensitive, feeling everything, and maybe sometimes you even have a hard time watching people fake get hurt in movies and stuff because it feels and looks real, you're empathic. And that doesn't mean that you're meant to give readings, but it is meant to be that we all have this connection. So, that's the thing I want you guys to know. Part of the reader's rules is you have a sacred, honored connection with people, period. You have like this duty to treat them with the utmost respect, which is one of the rules. And I'm rolling right into the last one after this I want to talk about, which is your body is a vessel. You are just literally like the radio that it's coming through, and you need to treat it as such. This is difficult because, self-care is not very lauded in our country, even though the idea of athleticism is there, the idea of vacationing is there, the idea of pleasure is there, like doing stuff for fun. But the focus of self-care isn't really about all those things. It's about proper rest. It's about proper self-talk. It's about proper, frankly, everything from working out to your diet, to whom you surround yourself with. And you need to see the effects that readings have on you, which is why I sage a lot, taking spiritual showers, all of those things. And I would say at this point, your best bet is to find the things that speak to you when it comes to when you're done with your day, because everyone, if you're a feely person, you didn't have to do readings. You have it all over you. A lot of times people combine that with meditation. I love music. I love dancing. I love nature. You guys can find a million different ways, but I suggest you do things that are ritualistic of cleansing. And I have to be clear with you again, there's no real rules. These are just guidelines. I am humbled and honored that any of you are listening. If you're catching this right now, we're going to start free readings in a little bit here. Thank you for letting me know you're here and that you'd like one. I'm almost done with what I'm talking about. This is part 1 of reader and kind of empath rules, okay? It's guidance. It's a little bit of a code to help you put things in perspective. We've gone all the way down the list. We've started off with the most obvious, no harm, no judging. We went all the way through with please no revenge. That's a bad thing. No spells. The idea of not ever talking about death. And then understanding our body as a vessel. We also come with bias attached, which could be a whole other topic, but I won't dive too deep other than to wind this up and say it is so important you're taking care of yourselves, my fellow empaths, caregivers, loving souls, magical souls who are reading this and joining me, because you are indeed a vessel. You're a spiritual being having a human experience. So I want you to keep that in perspective. So thank you so much for listening to part 1. Once again, I will go over part 2, which is going to get a little deeper, on Thursday, okay? Because I'll be back here 11:30 most weekdays, Monday through Friday. I'm going to try to do a set of schedule as I can for these. These are what I'm going to call pop-up lives. It might be a little earlier, it might be a little later. Some days I might not be able to get here. I will have a set schedule of evening or afternoon events that have the VIP list. So if for some reason today I couldn't, get to you, good afternoon, Tracy, and Gopika, I do see you there in your request. Know that I will be back. Okay, and I will be doing evening events with the VIP list, which simply means you go to Supernatural Visions with Little Falcon, you join my group, and right now I currently have a VIP list for Wednesday night. Now, tomorrow night I'm going to be doing one of these where we have our free readings. I may do some prizes for people who, if I get enough people giving stars, we'll maybe do a star entry prize, but probably not. That'll be something for the weekends. But I'm encouraging people to take time for themselves. And if there's any way, shape, or form you can get involved with some sort of positive meditation ritual that is about manifesting, do so. Because I want to roll into my next topic really quick and then tell you the schedule and start all this because this has been going longer. Manifesting is all about focus, and you need to tell the universe what you want. You need to think about it and be about it. Now, guys, this Saturday, and why I'm bringing this up so heavily, is a new moon. So I'm going to do 2 new moon manifesting sessions with free readings, one at noon Central Time, one at 7 p.m. Central Time. I will have VIP lists up by today or tomorrow for those events. I encourage you guys, though, today, tomorrow, the next days, ponder upon what you want to bring about in your life. For some of us, it's easy. Write it down, and we're going to go over different ways you can manifest. There's different tools you can use, and we'll go into that. Now, I would encourage everyone also to know that, look, if you can't attend, you can't do it that day, you have a probably 24 to 48 hour window. Do it at your leisure, but understand manifesting is literally a daily process, you guys. The moon is just good energy to use to start or to reaffirm something you're trying to manifest as well. So now we're going to move on, because as I said, Wednesday night we have a VIP event coming where for sure you guys will get a reading who's on the VIP list. Anybody else, it's a free-for-all. And then Thursday I will be resuming this whole little chat we're having about readers rules, and I will do my singing bowl. So I'm going to be working on the Tibetan singing bowl. Now, I'm not good at it yet, but it's great for meditation. It's so fun on one level too, because when you open your mind up to other cultures, you learn different ways to connect with source, to relax, to meditate. And we will be messing around with that on Thursday. Now, come Friday, we will see if we have a daily event or not, if the demand is there, as well as we have, again, 2 things going on Saturday. So, without further ado, I'm going to have another good drink of coffee, and we're going to pull Caitlin up here. So, Caitlin and I have been talking about a situation, and I want to make sure if she's still on the same page with me here. We were talking initially about an individual. We'll let her get back here, and I will talk to you about the decks I'm using today. First of all, of course, I'm going to do my favorite plastic Rider-Waite deck. And I know that I keep bringing up the plastic, but I'm actually thinking of reaching out to them to partner with them, because I want them to know how fabulous these cards are. And look, partner doesn't mean like they're going to really even give me money. I would just like to tag them and for them to know how great their cards are. And then I'm going to be doing oracle readings today. Not every one of you will receive either one. I'm going to do dealer's choice today, which is the reader's choice. Often I will have your input, but today I'm going to choose. So if Caitlin is here, yes, Caitlin, are we still on the same page? Let me know. Coming up right after Caitlin is Jamie, then Whitney, Joanne, and Gopika. If I did not get you before the break, do not be scared. We're going to go on a break in a little while after I do a reading or two, and I will be back. Okay? As you guys know, that is what we do. A big thank you to Whitney for liking this. I appreciate that. You guys are awesome. If you have enjoyed today, you could send me stars. You could like, comment, or share. I also have a virtual tip jar on PayPal. But what we're doing here is a healing group, and so the stars progress and everything else, we will focus on getting Facebook's attention, first of all, just by being here, because I want to keep our group going, but we'll have special evening star bashes where we focus on all that, so no pressure. So thank you. Here we go. Oh, and Jennifer wants a love message, and I am getting your thing there, Caitlin. Hold on. Okay. Here we go. So, now I think that where we had left off, you and I, is does he really want anything done with you? Because we understand the dynamics that seem to be going on a little bit in that situation, and you're like, well, so he seems to want to be with me, maybe to mess around or to have something casual, but does he really want to have something with you? Was your focus last, I believe. So what I'm going to do, you guys, is today we're going to do a 4-card reading. Yesterday we did an 8-card reading. Yesterday I did 6-card readings. We're doing a different spread each day, and we're going to try to approach these from different angles. So today's spread is only going to have 2 opposition cards. Yesterday's had the complete set opposition. We're doing this for a reason. We're trying to hone in on 2 specific things that would be challenges and or obstacles for the entire situation, and to understand where he's at. Okay, so here we go. I want you guys to understand when we do these things, and I do these readings, I'm not trying to look at things necessarily as negative or positive. So understand when I'm approaching these things and I say something's negative, it's giving you an idea it isn't the greatest thing, but we're not trying to make a judgment. So he's been very selective. He doesn't just go out and say with everybody all the time, because like this means like there's a lot of competition. Everybody's fighting over him. Right now that isn't the case. So you can understand that at this point there is probably only you and maybe another person he had been speaking to, because according to this, he's trying to leave all the drama and trouble from relationships in his past. So with you and where you're concerned, to answer your question and to show you the reason why he's there, and this is your challenge and or obstacle card that we needed to hone in on, one of 2, is he doesn't want to be hurt. That's interesting. Plus, I have to wonder, with looking at the next 2 cards, if he wasn't very much in love. So he had been very patient in that relationship, and he's in a patient mode right now too, where he's not budging, because I think that he's going to have something light and easy and casual with someone at first and for a while. Because what is his challenge and or obstacle? Well, as a reader, and we'll get into this at some point in the Reader's Rules series, and what all this means for you guys, is good things aren't always obstacles in a bad way. So understand he experienced love. So I really feel he's experienced love, and it's hurt him, and this is what you need to understand, this is like the closing of energy, meaning he's not open to a serious relationship. So he'll mess around, he'll have some fun, and he'll try to not worry about things, because there's his vibe. And I really do feel you are very perceptive, and Caitlin and I have been speaking for a while, you guys, and in this group we're all trying to learn how to tap into our own intuition, our own feelings about things, and help those around us. Plus, get a sense of why is say so and so acting a certain way, but she comes here to me like you guys do to bounce things off, okay? And be like, what do you think of this? What do you feel about this? And I think it confirms things that, like, say she's beginning to feel and know, and then she's letting us know that she's literally, experienced this with a conversation that kind of gets you into the thinking that, yeah, this person was having a serious relationship that did not go very well. There is a love factor. So I would say he's not open for love right now on that level. So I would leave it there. Hey there, it's good to see you. All right, Serenity of Soul. I hope that I get to see you for your reading, because I think the other day it got all crazy, because sometimes there's a lot of people here. So I appreciate you showing back up again. Thank you so much. And yeah, Caitlin, you don't need to be hurt again either. And I do understand you and him have similar issues. So keeping him kind of as a friend sometimes is good too. But that's hard sometimes where romance is involved, don't you think? But we're keeping all this in proper perspective. So let's move along to our next reading. So Jamie, if you're here, please come on down. Next would be Whitney. I do have Joanne, Gopika, Jen, and Serenity Soul. You're there. So, once again, Jamie, if you're still here, let me know. Step on down. I will be taking a break here shortly, but we're going to go for a little bit longer, and then after that, get to as many as we can. Here we go. Okay. So she wants to know, did Kuma hurt her know that... Here, I'll read this a little better when she says it. And hey, from Pennsylvania. Nice to see you, Tracy. That's neat. I've never been to the East Coast. I really want to go. It's on my list because I'm going to be traveling all over the country giving readings and stuff. So I'm putting it on there. So if you have any cool Pennsylvania natural destinations that you think would be cool that I have to go to, please let me know. Yesterday we were talking about Cumberland Lake in Kentucky. So I've been writing notes. I will, be going to areas and giving live sessions where people can meet me in person. So let me know. So, okay, back up. I want to read Jamie's question. But can you tell me, did Kuma mean to hurt you? And does he care? Okay. So thank you once again, everybody, for joining us. Let's focus for our friend Jamie. We're asking the universe, the great spirit, Taka to open up in our safe space we're trying to create here together. Let's get a little insight. Once again, I'm doing an 8-card spread today with only 2 obstacle cards. Well, that's intriguing. So I think he's very much concerned, and as I put down the rest of the cards, I'm going to show you the 2 cards that were the challenge and obstacle to like what's been going on with you guys. I think he's highly aware that he hurt you, but I think that he is not very, I guess, resourceful, we'll put it that way, as well as remorseful. He has like nothing to work with inside. And what I mean by resourceful, it's almost like he is working with nothing. So like he has, and I guess this is where I see this emptiness. I need to show you this. So let's just get to it, guys. He's got a lot of emptiness inside him, and he doesn't feel sad necessarily, but he knows he hurts you. He has some feelings for you, but he's a taker and not a giver, and there's a lot of harsh reality here in this one. I'm so sorry. So we've been speaking about this, Jamie and I know that this has been very difficult for her. So we often wish we had something a bit more like reflective, like that person cares, but it feels like that there's been Serenity of Soul said my makeup is awful. Aw. Well, that wasn't very kind. I appreciate it's funny. Yeah. Okay, thanks. Anyway, I'll just ignore the rude comment for a second. I wanted to finish this thought. You're going to have to understand in time, there's always going to be people like this person who is empty and has a problem with caring and giving. And I feel he is going to continue to challenge you and possibly return. And you need to understand, it is a new time for you. And I think that you will find the person you need in your life, Jamie. But it's not always going to, as you know, be the people we've been encountering. And it's so important that you are kind to yourself during this. And I would kind of reject the whole thing. It's difficult because she, like many of us, you're trying to seek an understanding and a meaning to this, And I'm also sensing that he's tried super hard to deceive you. And so, again, give yourself some credit here. People aren't always going to be nice, and they're not always going to be straight and forthcoming with you. So you understand that. And I think as we put everything in perspective in life, we understand there's always going to be situations like that we have to deal with. The best thing to do, really, again, is to reject that sort of negativity. Know that you're a very loving, kind person, Jamie. We've been speaking for a little bit now. So we'll set that one aside. And once again, I so appreciate you for showing and your kindness. We're going to burn a little sage here. We're going to take our little break. The next couple people up, we see Whitney, we see Joanne, Gopika, and Jen. Once again, thank you guys so much. I'll be back in a few minutes. If you want to come back in a little bit, that's great. Know that I will be back Wednesday night, and I'll be back Saturday 2 times as well. See you shortly. Hey guys, a big huge thank you to Catherine for sending me the stars. I love giving you guys readings. Thank you so much for your kind and positive feedback. So we did have a troll I had to get rid of. I did that. I'm burning some sage and I threw in some Palo Santo. Um, Look, guys, people are mean. You know, it just is what it is. In my business, I'm so used to this. You have no idea. I used to not want my kids to tell people what I did for a living because they would get teased so hard. They would get teased so hard. And it was something, though, that I took great pride in that the kids would just tell kids anyway because they weren't ashamed of what their mom did. So I really appreciate it. And yes, I see you there, Chandra Ray. You were on the list. I got rid of somebody who was like very negative. So like there's room for someone who's nice. Thank you so much. And once again, thank you guys for being so kind and understanding. So let's jump right in. I took a short break now so we could get a few done, and I really appreciate your patience with everything. So as we're moving forward here, our next person up is Whitney. Whitney, if you're here, let me know. And then is Joanna. Now I also have my Sacred Forest Oracle cards, which I really dig these, you guys. This is so fun. And it takes us down a more spiritual path. So I might do that for the next reading. So Whitney, are you here? Let me know. And yes, I filled up my coffee. I burned the sage. I said no evil is welcome here. Okay, there's Whitney. Okay. We'd really like to have some insight which you should be focusing on. Okay, excellent. So we're going to do the oracle cards for her because focus can be, of course, as simple as, yeah, you need to be goal-oriented, but we're going to bring it up a notch, okay, guys? So when we do the oracle cards, we're focusing on a higher spiritual message, and we're going to take it right down through there. So let's focus for our friend Whitney. We're asking the universe, Great Spirit, to open up for me, for you, Wakantanka. All right. To show you guys this time, I'm just going to pick out one. Let's take a look here. The Ancient Oak Spirit, Strength. Okay, we're going to start back with you with the basics. The Ancient Oak Spirit, and I hope you guys can see this card, is beautiful. And it's indicative of a lot of personal growth. You have a really beautiful glowing base, and to me this represents the home, the heart that you provide as a person. And then it also gets a little deeper as you see how a lot deeper. Those roots go deep. But right now your focus should be a lot of your accomplishments. I want you to understand there's so many leaves and things of growth and limbs. But I want you to see, and I wish you could like actually see, that some of these little things here are little beautiful stars and some are little cute beings. And you're surrounded with a lot of light and beauty. Now, you're asking me directly, what should you be focusing on? So understand you need to focus on your personal strength, which is obviously the fact that you are a deep foundation for people, for yourself. This is a time of self-acknowledgement, first of all, but the strength, and this is like usually when I pull the strength card, you're being told to dig in and be patient as well. But the Ancient Oak Spirit, it is the whole idea that you are ancient energy to inspire people. So I want to get you feeling kind of inspired right now, because this particular card is telling me that you've been sort of feeling maybe even dug in, stuck in a rut, and that you need to see and embrace the beauty around you. But there's magic within you. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to get outside. I want you to touch the earth, touch natural things if you can. I want you to commune back with your spirit. So what you should be focusing on, frankly, it isn't money. It is your own inner happiness right now. You need to sit and ask yourself, what do I want to do? What is important to me? Because apparently you've been this beautiful, amazing foundation for people so long, I don't think you remember what you want. So maybe this is time for you to sit back and think about what you want. Now, we all have priorities. That is not to say, guys, you shouldn't go and write a list if you think you haven't done things. But I want you to really step out of your spiritual box here, in your personal box, and go back down to, I need to continue to build me. I need to ask myself, what I want to do. And then here's the thing, the ancient oak spirit is a guide. You're there to guide people. So Whitney, I want you to say that you need to guide, okay? But to guide, you need to care and think about yourself and find joy. So here's the thing, you're being shown you're going to be guiding people. So it's a preparatory time in a way too. So dig in and be preparatory. Don't be stagnated in the regard of where you're at. I want you to, and a lot of us are doing this, try new things. Please step out of your comfort zone so you can grow some new limbs. So that is Whitney's message for right this moment, right now. Thank you so much. I'm going to check my list here. Thank you for your patience. Right, she doesn't know what she wants. Whitney, I could totally understand you there 100%. It takes time to figure out what you want, but you got to clear out the interference in your head. So since she's been holding everything up, you guys, she's got a lot going on there. You need to find a way to cut through this. Meditation can help. Lifestyle changes can help. And being alone, sitting somewhere quiet, which for me has been so hard, you guys. And now with being an empty nester, there's a lot of quiet here. It's been amazing. And it's exactly what I needed to be even a better mirror for you guys to give you what you need. So you'll figure it out, Whitney. I know you will. So now we're going to move on to Joanne. Joanne, please step down. Joanne, let's see what your question is about. I think you were the one who was talking about, if I'm correct, some sort of surgery. So let me know. Okay. After her is Gopika, Jen, and Chandra Ray. So let me know if you're here, if I've called your name. And hello, Amal. Yes, I am doing readings. I'll see if I can fit you in. I will probably take another mini break. I just had to take a mini break to clear the energy and get rid of a troll. And that was good for us all. And now we're back for some readings. So always lifestyle changes. Yes, Amal, you are there on my list. Lifestyle changes are big, and it's going out of your comfort zone, trying new things, and it's hard with, say, financial limitations, but we can't, and life, but try not to look at it that way, okay? I've put a lot of limitations on myself, not even realizing it. So this is just food for thought for you on your search. So yes, Amal is on the list. He's at the very bottom. I'm sorry. There's quite a few people. Joanne, if you're here, please step forward. After Joanne is Gopika, Jen, Chandra Ray, and Amal. I'm so glad to see everybody coming back. I really appreciate you guys. I will be back, like I said, Wednesday. I'll be back on the weekend to do a new moon manifesting ritual 2 times, one at noon and one in the evening at 7, or whatever your time zone would be. That's Central Time. I don't think we're changing times anymore here. So I don't think I have to say anything but Central Time. See, because like we were always changing, an hour here and an hour there, and it was maddening. So I just think actually we're now all not changing. I don't know. So anyway, soon if we don't hear from Joanne, we're going to move on to Gopika. So just to let you know, when I call your name, if you are missed, I will go to the next person. We're going to try to go through this pretty quickly, and I will come back to you. So Joanne, let me know if you're here. Gopika, let me know if you're here. Next up would be Jen. I do see I have 5 viewers, but that's hard to say where. I think that's just Facebook viewers. So I also stream through Twitch and through YouTube. Hello. Thank you guys so much for having me. I've been a fixture here on Facebook since 2013. Not always doing lives, but I've been here. Well, you're so very welcome, Whitney. Thank you. I'm humbled again by your comments. I will be around. Thank you. Just like if you guys have followed and liked me, you'll see when I come up and go live. So, okay, here we are with Gopika. Let's jump ahead. So after Gopika, we will have Jen. So I know you want to get specific information, and I still want to talk to you privately. It's just our time zone differences, so I'm thinking probably if you can meet me now, say another day, we can also get into that. And good, Jennifer is here as well. All right, Jen, you're going to go right after Gopika, okay? Excellent. Thank you, guys. So now we're looking for practical advice for our friend Gopika, and so I'm going to use the tarot. And this is just my typical Rider-Waite as you guys are becoming accustomed. By the time you guys have gotten into this a little bit, you're going to know a lot of names and a lot of different stuff. We're going to get a lot more interesting than just this. So now we're going to give her a full Celtic cross spread because we are attempting to give her some practical advice for her situation. Okay, and yes, I do see you are there, Chandra. Very excellent. Thank you guys. You guys are so awesome. Thank you for listening and showing up again and again. So let's look here. I do understand that her situation it's difficult. Okay, because there's a financial dynamic that we're looking at that she is really being controlled by, as well as it feels like a social issue and to where she's going to live. So I need to start off by saying, guys, her situation is extremely complicated. I am going to talk to her in private so we can get down to more structured details. I've been meaning to speak to her for weeks. If you're watching this now and you are owed a reading, I have a few of you on here. I keep gently trying to nudge. I will nudge everyone again. Let me know when you would like it. Some of you paid for them using stars, and some of you had won them. Just make sure that you're getting a hold of me when you can talk, letting me know the times. It's not a big deal. Nothing ever expires. So let's move on for our friend. I understand that you have to leave because you are literally in a situation that has totally gone the wrong way. Thankfully, guys, this card isn't straight up because that means she is going to move forward in a way, but she needs practical, serious help. She needs legal help. Understand, there's this real, this is called the Hero Pan for a reason. It is indicative of the idea of something socially orthodox, approved through church, through law. She needs legal help, you guys. And in her situation, this guy she's worried about, that she's pretty much in her house of worries and fears, is whom she's had to lay down her arms, meaning she can't fight with him anymore. There's a money situation going on here. She needs help because of her home, and she's going to need someone to literally, and this is the truth, you guys, she has to change everything. I can't just unwind all this right now here for her, but I'm going to tell you where this seems to be headed. First of all, there is a positive resolution, but this takes time, you guys. We're often faced with things that are very difficult to deal with, and I'm not even going to sugarcoat this because, first of all, I don't do that. I try to word things politely, of course, but she's in a really bad situation in terms of this card shows the future is going to be still a little difficult for her, but within the next year, she will have dealt with all these things, moved on, and been able to acquire a home or a place to stay. That is not, she's so controlled right now, and there's a money factor going on. And I want to encourage people to know that life is like a project that takes time. But when you're needing serious help, you need to reach out to authorities. Plus, there's some banking element here that she needs to be able to look at, but she's not in the power to do that necessarily. I am feeling she needs a lawyer and legal representation. Those are things I can't physically help her with. But guys, when we are trying to help someone, we want to give them not just like pie in the sky advice. I would like to literally point her in direction. So at some point, I'm going to try to physically, not physically, but I mean like as much as I can from this continent, because we're not on the same continent, investigate and feel what touches, like when I touch it or look at it rather, what it makes me think is that the avenue. Because like I really feel that compelled at times to really physically help. So part of the reader's rules, you guys, is to not get emotionally involved. I'm not emotionally involved, but being compelled to want to help is a whole other thing. So listen, I want you to understand, my friends, that I care deeply about everyone, but we only can do what we can do. So what I want to do for her is I want her to understand, we will get deeper into this. I'm going to take time because of her time change. And we will maybe try to do this on Friday because I may not have the event till later. So Gopika, we're going to aim for Friday to have our conversation and private. So once again, you guys, if you're ever interested in a private session, I do paid private sessions. I do a lot of great deals using stars here. You guys know about that. So don't hesitate to contact me. We do specials as well. It's actually nice at times to do private because as much as we love these sessions, there are times we need to go deeper. So that being said, we wish you the best, my friend, and we're going to move on to the next person. which would be Jennifer. Now, Joanne, if you are here listening, I did call your name, Joanne. You would go after Jennifer if I can't get a hold of you. Okay, so right now, first is Jennifer. And I think yes, there she is. All right. So why don't you go ahead again and let's see if I could find what she wanted, frankly. No, not easily. I'm not going to waste our time. So, guys, if I don't know what your question is, just... Oh, it says love. There's a heart there. So is it a love reading you're interested in? Let me know. Hey there, it's Tony. Woohoo! It's so good to see you. And thank you, Amal. I'm humbled by your guys' comments. Andrew was here a little bit earlier, and he was here yesterday too, Tony. He's pretty awesome. And we've been sharing his spiritual growth and experiences, and he was in Oregon. And then we talked about Ed DeBevick's over here and everything. We went all Chicago-y for a minute, and everyone was like, what? So it was very pleasant yesterday. Well, thank you for sharing, Tony. I appreciate it. And on that comment, I'll just mention, if you guys enjoy this and want to continue, please like, comment, and share. If you really, really enjoy it, you could send me stars. That shows Facebook that we're an active group, that you care about us continuing what we're doing here. Because as you guys know, they've noticed us. At any rate, moving right along, our next reading would be with Jen, who had a love question, I believe. Yes. Hey, Kirtan from YouTube. It's nice to see another new name here. I am streaming also, you guys, on YouTube and Twitch. A big hello to them both. All right, so Jennifer wants a love reading. So I'm going to give her a one-card Sacred Forest Oracle, because I feel at times, again, these are just the ultimate, and let's just dig a little bit deeper, okay? I'm going to open the floor for Jennifer and I. Focusing in. We're asking the universe to guide our friend. I am cutting them in 3, past, present, and future, but today we're just going to pull one, okay? I'm going to do it like this, like I did last time. Oh my, this is great. So I'm going to scroll down and make sure I'm catching her comments. So guys, I will try to read your comments. Oh, well, thank you, Catherine. I appreciate it. Oh, hold on, Kirtan. I will put you on my list, and I will do my best to get to you today. You are on my list, and you can ask the question when I call your name. Thank you so much for joining us. So now, guys, check this card out. I love this deck. It's so dreamy, and it's literally love. So I want you to understand, you're having kind of like it's not a crisis of faith. Maybe it is, but you're being asked to remember love, okay? And guys, the message that comes through is the message that comes through. And because we're not using the typical tarot, we're going to go with what the spirit is just like wants you to know right now. I want you guys to focus in for a second. You see all of the magical fairy dust coming off of the wild rose fairy. The whole idea that there's these beautiful flowers that she is literally like flying through and spreading her beauty through. You are a very lovable soul. I want you to believe in love again, and I want you to honor the fact that you deserve real love. There's something in me with this card that wants you to go back to basics, which is I deserve real love. I want real love. I'm lovable. I'm adorable. Look at you. This is like you. And there's this magic here. And so look, as for practical advice, I want you to remember that people in your life should be fulfilling things for you in a good way. And if you're not feeling that from them, it's time that you want that you appreciate that, appreciate yourself. So the other thing to look at here, and what I like about these cards, and it's kind of hard because you guys aren't with me, is there's a lot of these really light drawings. And you can kind of see faces a little bit in some of these flowers. And I want you to understand that You may very well have options to be like spreading your magic to, and I want you to find the one that suits you the best. I feel that this is part of it, but don't give up on love. So when she asked us for a love message, the universe said, okay, don't give up on it, but start to honor thyself and understand that maybe there is choices before you that would be not exactly the ones you thought. I like this vibe too of how if you could see a little better in her eyes, it's like she's very much in a dreaming state. So I want you to do a lot of, and I know this sounds kind of funny, maybe adolescent even, and I don't mean it this way, but romantically envisioning some really wonderful love relationship and thing in your life. And unfortunately, at times that doesn't mean that it's happening this moment. That means it's the power of manifesting. So we're going to set that aside, and I appreciate you, Jennifer. You guys, this is how it works. I don't write the rules. The stuff I showed you guys, the reader's rules, that's just kind of like a guideline. How it works is like the last thing I talked about. I'm just the vessel. So I'm the messenger. So let's move on. I hope to see you again here soon, Jen. I appreciate you. We're going to talk to Chandra Ray, and then Amal is on our list. And then I do see Tracy there. I will throw you on there. Let me see the time. Okay. Next up, we're going to do Chandra Ray. We will do another little break in a few minutes. Now, mind you, I will be back. We're trying to stretch this out for everyone. It's better quality reading if it takes a little bit of time. And I found through this with you guys, it's so much better that we just let it be this free-flowing process. So I appreciate you guys so much. I know it takes time. But see, what's cool is you're not like bound to your seat. You can get up, you can go away, pop in and out. It is of no consequence. So yeah, Tracy, don't worry that you walked away. Well, you are so very welcome, Jennifer, and thank you. Okay, so here's Chandra Ray. This guy, she met him on the 25th of January. Does he like her? And his most recent thoughts and feelings. Chance of reconnection, or is it permanently over? So guys, this is going to require the traditional tarot. We're going to do the 8 cards today, only the 2 of the obstacle. Let's take a look, okay? I understand her question, and let's just let it sit for a second. Open it to the universe. Such a nice mood here today. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. If you guys can feel it, such a nice, calming, lovely, wonderful energy. Focusing now for Chandra Ray. I'm going to think at this point, you will not probably hear from him. I'm going to be clear. Let's talk about what's happened. So everything went wrong. Everything went wrong. There was problems left and right. There was a goodness at one point between the two of you guys. So his current thoughts and feelings, he doesn't have a lot to give. So this way, it meant like nothing to give, and he just is like repulsed by you. This way lets me know he would maybe have a little to give, but he's not really moving forward. This is rough. I'm sorry. So guys, understand, I at times feel this sort of like, like I feel it. Like it's me too, guys. Relationship stuff is not just you guys. But there was a choice he had with you here recently, and he chose not to take it. And I'm going to be clear with you, it's more like he had an opportunity to maybe pursue something with you, and he's decided not to take it. So, hey, Joanne, I do see you there. Excellent. I want you to put this in this other light, too. So, I think that he clearly has moved forward without you. I would just say to let this person go. I'm so sorry. I don't think that this was like the worst situation, meaning like, at least you didn't have some long-term things. So I'm not trying to poo-poo your feelings, but I would put it in this one perspective only because I have to say The one card that shocked me for you is it seems like a victory for you. And I'm like, what does that mean? It must mean this guy was not good for you. And then in the end, you kind of maybe dodged a bullet. I don't really think you're going to hear from him again. None of these cards talk about contact. I would let this lie and just know that I think you probably dodged a bullet. Because getting too involved with someone who doesn't have something enough to give, rather. We know this can be a frustrating exercise for relationships, right? Been there, done that. And from my experience, you have to also ask yourself, which I believe you probably do want a relationship with somebody, right? Chandra Ray. Oh yeah, he's talking to other people and he's kind of like moving on. Okay. Yes, that is my vibe. It didn't show a specific individual, so it's not like he's got a girlfriend. But it is indicating the movement like onward. So for you, I'm sure there's somebody else. I see the thing on my. We're gonna lose power here soon. I'm gonna have to plug in a minute. But to get back to you, Chandra Ray. Yeah, he just is moving on, looking towards other people. You're gonna find a different situation. I would let this one be. So, thank you so much for waiting. I know it's been a minute. I appreciate you. Hi there, Mina. I'll see if I can get you on the list today. If not, guys, I'll be here tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central. I do have a VIP list. Now, what you got to do is join Supernatural Visions with Little Falcon, and you can get on this VIP list where you will get to go first, okay? Be guaranteed your reading, not have to go through some of this, and wait. So, mind you, I will be taking a break here in a minute, and I'm going to come back. We're going to do Amal's reading first, okay? Amal, step on down. And Joanne, I do see you here. We had to go past you for a couple of people. I do apologize. I do understand we all have to step away. So you're still on the list, but I will be getting to you when I come back, okay? So I'm going to make sure I star your name. So Amal, if you're still here. Okay, I'm just looking at Chandra Ray's. Which card tells he got an opportunity and chose not to? Okay, I'm sorry. I've already put back that. I would put it this way. That card literally, well, let's see if I can find it. I've already mixed them up. I do apologize. I didn't see that and I set this aside. If you want to dig into that deeper next time, please feel free to come back. I've kind of already started to move on. Eek. Let's see if Amal is here. Hold on, Chandra Ray. Are you here, Amal? And then we will be doing a little break. Now, if I didn't get to you right now, Chandra Ray, I could indeed come back after the break. There's not many people at all in front of anyone. Let's see if Amal is here. There he is. Okay, Amal. What kind of question do you have for me? Would you like a general? Do you have a specific topic? And I am checking these comments. Well, thank you, Tracy. I appreciate you. You are indeed on the list. Do not worry. So, okay, Amal, what are you looking for? Well, you're so welcome, Chandra Ray. I do try to catch these comments before we get down there, and I moved on. Oh my goodness. The lag is just the internet, but I appreciate you guys and your patience with all of this. Okay. Should you stay? And this is Amal's question. He wants to know if he should stay where he's living now, or should he move to a new place this weekend? Okay, we're going to just do the straight tarot. I want a nice, good, straight yes or no, with even maybe supporting evidence or something as to why. Let's see here. Okay, let's focus together for our friend. Ask the universe to open. One more good shuffle. I am putting down, you guys, a full Celtic cross reading, and I do a double, which means it's double the cards. I will be eventually getting other cameras, like I said, set up. And when we do our lives, and when we're out in the field, you're going to get to see someone like, they'll be, you'll see all of me. Anyway, the thing about your situation is I feel there's a lot of people involved that are kind of influencing the flow of this. I'm a little concerned with your situation because it feels like it would be good to move. So let me say this. It's showing like sort of like it's not going very good. Like this Ten of Swords, you guys. Thankfully, it's not like this because that would be like, yikes, ouch. But this is like literally not good. Now, there's this interesting family element. Are you living with your family, a father figure, or is there an issue why your family would be mentioned in this? It's kind of like somehow connected here. We'll set that aside while he's trying to answer this. For me, I'm going to move on with the rest of this. I have to believe that you should. Okay, I know you have a lot of, and it showed this way, choices. But now you have to make the choice to adapt to your current situation, which makes me feel like the current situation is warranting you moving forward. So, it sounds like recently you have found out stuff because this Judgment card is like bringing everything to life again. Your understanding as well is how you're only going to get so much out of people and situations. And I think you're concerned that in this current situation it's just not going to go and continue to go well. So I would say to you, the advisement is, you might consider moving because it feels like it would be almost best. But it's like you're waiting also, and I'm going to be clear with you. We're going to look down here and see if he's gotten back to me. And yes, hi Lucky. I'm currently reading. I see you down there, hon. I'm trying, You're waiting to hear something from a man about money. So like you have a lot riding on everything, and I think that Amal, you would be maybe calmer there. Do you think that is a little bit of it here? Let's see what he says. Let go. I have to let go of my family to keep this place. The landlord is nice here. I feel like I could stay here if they give me. That makes sense. Oh my God. So you're saying you live with your family, and that's the issue. Yeah, 100%. I mean, thank you so much for your clarification. Right, to keep this place. Exactly. And thank you for the clarification because you guys, let me pull this out. This Ten of Pentacles is the father, family money card, and that is literally in the answer of his reading, letting us know that if he were to stay there, it is literally kind of giving him pain and emotional suffering. Wow. Yeah, actually, I think that you should go, and I think that that's the advisement, is to focus on you. Thank you so much for being able to comment back in real time as much as you could. I know it's difficult, you guys, but yeah, that's the type of confirmation that we're on the same page. Okay, you guys, so I appreciate that. So yeah, I want you to consider, it's just unfortunate if you have to let go of your family. Yes, I understand. But here, so let me look down what he's saying, because here's the other intrinsic problem. We don't get enough actual dialogues. I could be on the wrong page. Right. You don't live with them, but they keep dragging me to their problems. Gotcha. It could be a new... I see. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, that makes a lot of sense, too. So let's back up, you guys. The advisement here was for him to do what's good for him, which is obviously not to have his family, like he said, drag him down. So, oh my God, can you let go of your family? I mean, this is like some deep and heavy stuff, and I would say to you that it is definitely encouraging you to be able to have some peace in your life. So I'll pause and let him comment, because I kind of feel like it's then basically saying in short that yeah, you should. And that makes me question the whole thing about you then physically moving. So without completely understanding the dynamics, they keep dragging you in the problems. So I would say personally, eek. Landlord could be a new client. Dang. Boy, this is very much complicated. So this is what I would say to Amal. This is when it would be almost cool if we could like have like a private session and get deeper into this, because when we're doing it this way, I kind of feel like it's so slow time. I don't want to make any more speculation and conjecture, because that's the other thing, you guys, when we're doing this, your gut instincts are often what it is. So I was suggesting for him to obviously not have these people drag him down, but being family, that's a difficult topic, as well as I'm encouraging him to most likely move. Who needs help with his business? So it's an opportunity. Excellent. Okay. Well, since we've had this 1 second here, I would like to redirect then. So guys, if you have a private session with me, this is kind of like how it would go. We would redirect. Let's look down here. Okay, I'll send you your link, my link. Absolutely. And we will do that because I'd appreciate it. Because, you know, it gets a she. I'm so sorry. That's horrible. See, now this is where I feel terrible. So now, with your name, I, of course, have no reference, and I can't see anybody's picture. There should be like a little disclaimer. Maybe I should add that to the beginning of my thing that says, and I apologize because I can't see your picture. So I do apologize without making the writing like giant. I can't see your picture. And you're a she. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, I'm so sorry, hon. That's just terrible of me. Oh, okay. So we're going to make a note, Amal, and I will send you my link. I need to write that down right now. Hold on. We're going to take ourselves a little break. We've been going for quite a while. I would like to honor the people I've said that I'd give them a reading. Let's glance back at our list. We've now done Amal. It would be Tracy, and then Mina, and I do see Lucky. I do see you there on Twitch. So once again, I'll be back shortly. I'll do my best to honor all these requests. Otherwise, I will be back with you Wednesday, but I will be returning shortly. Okay? Hey there, magical friends. Thank you for waiting. We're going to jump right in. I'm going to start burning the sage. Tracy, step on down. After Tracy, we're going to have Mina. And if we have time, we're going to do Lucky too. Let's see who's back with us. I sounded all really excited there. It's just been a really good morning session. And we've gone into the afternoon here in my time zone. And there we go. Yes, 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 yes. So, Tracy, if you are here, let me know. As well as anyone else who would like a reading. This will be our last group of readings before I end it for today. I will be back, of course, tomorrow night, and I'm so excited to share. And oh, there's Joanne. So, Joanne, if you are here, you were earlier on the list, and I just see that you liked it. So, Joanne, please step on down and let me know if you're here, because we do not want to forget about you. So we're going to try to do as many as we can in this last little time. And if I don't get to everyone currently on the list, know that I will be back as much as possible. Try to go sign up for the VIP event tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Time. And then I'll be back on the weekend, as well as Thursday at 11:30 this time, which would be, Central, which is so exciting. I don't think we're time changing anymore. Oh, and I see Amal. Thank you. Okay, so yes, I go in my masculine all the time. Exactly. So I appreciate the comment. There's Joanne. Okay, Joanne, what is on your mind today? You are up. What is your concern? And we're going to see what kind of questions she has first to decide which deck we're going to use. So glad that spring is finally coming to the Midwest over here. Things are starting to look green. I think the trees are going to actually bud here soon. So I hope everybody gets a chance to get outside. I know we've been dying to be outside in this area. Let's see what she wants, guys. Health of your husband and so I'm already thinking I'm going to use my Rider-Waite. I'm going to set our Oracle deck aside. And I think she has finished her thought. Plus money. Okay, so we're going to do a health and money spread. One is for the health of our husband, and the general money spread will also let us know here what she needs to. We're asking the universe to open up for us. Wakatanka, the Great Spirit. Okay, he is currently, and we're going to do this in two little quick separate spreads so we can be real careful for this. We're going to start with, he's going to be okay with his health, but there are definitely adjustments that need to be made, and you're currently in that process, okay? So I think you need to know it's important that he curbs everything that he wants. It's almost like he needs to change of lifestyle. So we're going to get to her other question, because I see she's also asked me about Florida. Now, this means that you will have had to change cycles, change everything you do. So to me, that's an intriguing thing. We're going to set that aside. The next three cards we pull are about your finances, and this is going to hit Florida too, so hold on. 2, 3. I'm going to have to say yes, but the Florida thing may take a moment. And is there some element here with you waiting for this man? Okay. This man here is the one who's going to be gifting you some sort of, or giving you the opportunity to help you move down there, or you're waiting for this, or for things to get better. And this is this whole card here. Things are going to ease up in the way that would afford you to do this. This card here says with the number 4, it would be important to start up your new home, a new life, and this actually helps his health. So this is why I was trying tie this all together for you because it's almost like your changing lifestyles is important. Now, she asked me one more question. Should she continue to write friction? Oh my goodness. Fiction. Excuse me. Let's pull 3 more cards. Because I too am a writer, okay? And I'm never going to tell another writer not to write. But you're asking me a specific genre as well as the time period of your life. I'm going to tell you now, yeah, you should write. And you know why? Some stuff is going to happen that's going to blow your mind. Good things, but these are things that are going to inspire you. Be prepared for the unexpected. The thing about writing and fiction, it can be so fun. I used to live my life through the stories I wrote. I want you to not ever give that up. And I feel, frankly, the time is coming where it's going to be good for you to do this. And you're going to be inspired. And I really think with that Wheel of Fortune as your last card, it's important that you continue to do so. It's part of your fate and your destiny. It's such a positive aspect and feature for you, girl. Don't give up the writing. I feel extremely compelled. So, anyway, we're going to pause here. And I wanted to thank everyone so much for their continual support. If you're watching this later, know that I'm going to be here for you guys as much as possible. I'm going to try to reach out to everyone individually today whom I was supposed to. You guys have been great. I will see you tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Make sure you head to Supernatural Visions with Little Falcon and get on the VIP list if you want a reading. Otherwise, it'll be kind of a free-for-all. If you enjoyed this, please like, share, comment, send stars, and make sure you are being good to yourself. Thank you so much, group. Have a good rest of your day.